The 2015 Nissan Juke Color Studio. One of the funkiest cars in the market today is about to get funkier. Not content with designing one of the most polarizing vehicles today, Nissan is giving its customers the chance to play dress up with their own Juke models through its new personalization program, Color Studio. For an added cost, customers will have the freedom to choose individual colors for 12 different parts of the Juke. The idea, it seems, is to add personalized touches on the crossover to make it stand out even more, as if its quirky design doesn't do that enough already. For example, a customer opts to buy a Pearl White Juke. With the Color Studio, that customer can change the color of the headlight trim rings to red, turn the front and rear bumper accents blue, add yellow side sills, and splash some orange on the wheels. The result may not be to everyone's liking, but for that particular customer, it might be worth paying the premium for turning his Juke into his own personal rainbow car, or in this case, a Rainbow Juke. For better or for worse, that's the objective of the Nissan Color Studio. There's a chance that somebody might make the Juke a little more fashionable, but as much as that is likely to happen, so is the very real possibility that we'll be seeing a lot of hideous-looking Jukes in the future. It's the price we must all pay now that Nissan has introduced the Color Studio into our lives. Click past the jump to read more about the 2015 Nissan Juke Color Studio. Exterior. Gone is the three-holed insert and replaced by a more streamlined design that actually gives the Juke some semblance of conventional styling. Before jumping to the nitty-gritty details of the Color Studio, it's incumbent on us to remind everyone that the Juke does have a series of updates for the 2015 model. The projector beam headlights and the new LED front accent lights are the most distinct of the modifications, bringing the Juke's lighting system up to the times with other Nissan models. The insert just below the front bumper also has a different design. Gone is the three-holed insert and replaced by a more streamlined design that actually gives the Juke some semblance of conventional styling. Around back, the taillights are more pronounced while the rear bumper now appears busier with a pair of air outlets and a far more aggressive insert that comes with an integrated brake light. Okay, so it's time to talk about the Color Studio. Basically, Nissan is giving Juke customers a chance to channel their inner Picassos and customize their respective rides by opening a vault of color options on 12 different accessories found on the Juke. The model will still have its usual list of base colors, but after that, the Juke Color Studio is open for business. Among the body parts that can be personalized are the front and rear bumper accents, headlight trim rings, side mirror caps, door handle covers, side door sills, the rear roof spoiler, hatch handle finishers, the lower hatch accent, interior inserts, floor mats, center caps, and the 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Customers can also choose from a list of 8 different colors, including red, yellow, orange, electric blue, black purple, white, matte black, and the admittedly intriguing carbon fiber look. There are no limits as to how customers can choose to color their Juke models, only the extent of how far their imaginations can take them. Interior. Other than that, Nissan smartly decided to keep the interior upgrades more on the technology side. The interior of the Juke is largely spared from the clutches of the Color Studio. The only exceptions are a few inserts and the floor mats. Other than that, Nissan smartly decided to keep the interior upgrades more on the technology side. The funky crossover now gets access to the Nissanconnect System, the rearview monitor, and the company's own intelligent key system with push-button start. The Connect system is especially important because it also comes with a 5.0-inch color display, USB connection ports, Bluetooth, streaming audio, and a hands-free text messaging assistant. Drivetrain. An Xtronic continuously variable transmission is also standard for the Juke S, SV, and SL. The Juke Color Studio is available on 3 Juke trim options, the S, the SV, and the SL. Sadly, the Nismo and Nismo RC versions didn't make the cut. All 3 trims carry the same 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that pumps out 188 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. A front-wheel drive system comes as a standard equipment, but prospective Juke owners can still have all-wheel drive as an added option. An Xtronic continuously variable transmission is also standard for the Juke S, SV, and SL. Nissan hasn't released the Juke's performance numbers, but our estimates do call for the crossover to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 8 seconds to go with a top speed of 135 miles per hour. Prices. Nissan has actually increased the prices of the Juke across its entire range. The base model Juke S trim now starts at $20,250, a $1,260 increase from its 2014 price. Meanwhile, the SV trim also saw a price increase from $20,990 to $22,300, while the SL trim now starts at $25,240, up from the 2014 model's $24,290 price tag. Competition. Kia Soul. The Kia Soul can give the Nissan Juke a run for its money as far as ugly duckling points are concerned. If these two cars entered a beauty pageant, the competition would have probably been shut down before a verdict on who's prettier is announced. These two are definitely spiritual cousins of eccentricity. Some people like their designs, but there's a bigger population that finds them not their cup of tea. The Soul's saving grace is its interior, something our editor-in-chief Justin Coupler pointed out during his time spent with the crossover. The luxurious feel of the cabin is a pleasant surprise, and it's also spacious and comfortable, something its body does little to highlight. Power comes from a 2.0-liter, inline-4 engine that develops 164 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. It's not as high as the Juke, but it's serviceable enough to get you where you need to go. Scion XB. You know how the Juke is often described as polarizing? Well, nothing is polarizing about the Scion XB. It just needs to go, plain and simple. It looks cheap and dated, and Scion seems to have little interest in giving it any semblance of updates that could at least make it a little more interesting. The only saving grace for the XB is its 2.4-liter, 4-cylinder engine that produces 158 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque, so at least it won't soil itself when lined up against the Juke and Soul. Conclusion. Nissan seems to have adopted the approach that if you give it an inch, it's going to take a mile. The surprising sales success of the eccentric Juke gave Nissan the genius idea, not really, to give customers the free hand to make their Jukes even quirkier than they already are. Sure, it could work to a certain degree, but it's important that we still warn all of you to prepare yourselves to see a whole lot of eyesores pretty soon. Love it your car, your colors. At least the color studio fits with the Juke's personality. Tech-rich interior is a welcome addition. Leave it, things could get ugly once customers understand the power in their hands. Not as many interior color options, although that may actually be a good thing. Increased prices? Boo.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.